good for 15 and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Baldwin with it over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Wilson. Dancing to his left. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. After the interception, here's Rosen finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. And now it's Rosen looking. And he finds Fitzgerald. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. A good move by Fitzgerald. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 43 yards. The Cardinals into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Now Rosen, and a little floater there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll get it up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Christian Kirk from a yard out. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And now the Cardinals are going to go for 2 here. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. And that's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense. Right?
That's true. You've said that before. And out now come the Seahawks. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The son Reddick in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On third down, Wilson being chased out left. He may try and run for this. Oh, Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, Davis pushes him over, and this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go down as a 20-yard loss, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
A gain of 39 that time.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action.
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Come on, let's go. Hey, 0-0-0. Hey, over here. Tempo.
4th down. Here's Wilson. There's Baldwin. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks.
Be ready for one word.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. Oh, he goes up top. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Rosen and the Cardinals take over with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now Rosen on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Rosen again on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. Here's Wilson. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Robert Kindici able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd down, Wilson. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And he's got this down to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Now it's Carson. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air. And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. A toss running left. That's Carson. And he's going to go down right at the line of scrimmage. The defense left him with nowhere to go, and the try for 2 is denied. Out to kick is Janikowski. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to have really good starting field position here, as that's taken up close to the 40. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Final play of the half here. It's Rosen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from a long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, Rosen. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Able to find Kirk complete. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gone!
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And an alley to run. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He hits Baldwin right side. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. He's to the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll be brought down. 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Trey Flowers picks it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Wilson, flush to his right. And I think the ball's out, but this pass will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Marcus Golden able to drop him for a loss of 4. Now Wilson on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Josh Bynes in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, Wilson buying time to his left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. And my goodness, another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Wilson on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way.
And a loose football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Rosen. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game, even with the 2 points there. But let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Don't take too long.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. On the crossing route, complete. That's Baldwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Marcus Golden in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Oh, Wilson going to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Now Wilson operating from the gun. He's going to run, but he's got a Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. 2nd and 10. It's Rosen again. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 50 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Rosen will throw. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Throwing now is Rosen. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A very pivotal two-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the fourth quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a one-score game, right? Touchdown, get two, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
This will be taken very short. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.